Dawn breaks and yet the day already feels heavy. If you've ever opened your eyes, slipped your feet into familiar house shoes, and felt as though someone quietly drained your batteries overnight, you're not alone. Across my clinic, I meet vibrant women who once greeted mornings with quick steps and bright eyes, but now move through fog, still sharp in spirit, yet wrapped in a fatigue that no amount of coffee or naps can shake. This persistent weariness often hides in plain sight, shrugged off as just getting older, when in truth it is a whisper from your hormones asking for attention. When the chemical messengers that once worked in perfect harmony begin drifting out of tune, they can steal your sparkle long before evening arrives, leaving you wondering where your vitality went and how to call it back. I'm Dr. Emily Hart, and after 15 years helping women navigate the beautiful, sometimes bewildering transitions after 60, I can assure you that exhaustion isn't an inevitable companion of aging. On this channel, we translate science into simple steps so you can meet each season with strength and joy. If that sounds like a community you'd love to grow with, press subscribe now and ring the little bell so you never miss gentle guidance tailored just for you. And while you're here, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I cherish knowing how far our circle of wise, resilient women reaches across the world. Let's pull back the curtain on 4 hormonal shifts that often masquerade as ordinary tiredness, and more importantly, let's walk through natural ways to steady them so you can greet your mornings with bright eyes again. First, meet Lorraine, a spirited 68-year-old watercolor artist who found herself abandoning her studio by noon because her hands felt too heavy to lift a brush. Tests revealed what her story hinted. Estrogen had declined far beyond the gentle drop expected after menopause. Estrogen isn't merely the hormone of cycles. It supports blood flow to muscles and brain, helping cells churn out energy. Imagine your body as a garden. Estrogen is like a steady drip line keeping soil moist. When the drip slows, even the hardiest plants wilt. Lorraine's fix began in her kitchen. She added a daily cup of lightly toasted soybeans, sprinkled ground flax over morning oats, and swapped some coffee for red clover tea. These foods carry phytoestrogens, plant compounds that dock at estrogen's parking spots and give cells a friendly nudge. Paired with brisk 20-minute walks that coaxed her muscles to demand more oxygen, Lorraine painted past sunset within 6 weeks, her hands once again dancing with color. If dull afternoons have crept into your life, enriching meals with phytoestrogen-rich nuts, seeds, and legumes can quietly refill that drip line and revive your garden. Next comes Doris, 65, retired librarian and beloved storytime volunteer, who suddenly found herself rereading pages because words blurred together. Her doctor suspected thyroid shifts, and she was right. After 60, the thyroid, a butterfly-shaped gland at the base of your neck, often flutters slower, producing less thyroxine, the hormone that sparks every cell's engine. Picture thyroxine as the conductor of a great symphony. When his baton drops, sections play out of time, and the music, your metabolism, drags. Doris started each morning with a simple ritual: a selenium-rich Brazil nut, a sprinkle of iodine-rich seaweed flakes on eggs, and 10 minutes of gentle neck stretches that encouraged blood flow to the gland. She also asked her doctor for a full thyroid panel, not just TSH, to capture the entire melody. Within 2 months, the fog over her eyes lifted, storytime returned to its lively rhythm, and patrons noticed her radiant energy before the books did. If sluggish thinking joins your fatigue, nourishing your thyroid with these small nutrients and partnering with your physician for thorough testing can return the conductor to his podium. Farther along, we meet Maya, 72, former marathon walker who now struggled merely to stroll to her mailbox without feeling winded. The hidden culprit? Adrenal fatigue triggered by decades of push-through pain living. Your adrenal glands sit like little caps atop the kidneys, releasing cortisol to help you rise in the morning and steady your companions, DHA and aldosterone, to regulate energy, mood, and water balance. When chronic stress keeps cortisol alarms blaring, the glands tire, switching instead to a low hum that never fully quiets or fully energizes. I asked Maya to imagine her adrenals as bedside lamps. At night, cortisol should dim, in daylight it should brighten, but hers flickered erratically. We rebuilt her rhythm with bedtime magnesium glycinate, a dawn routine of opening curtains for full-spectrum light, and 10 slow belly breaths before each meal to cue parasympathetic calm. She introduced adaptogenic herbs ashwagandha in morning smoothies and a gentle evening dose of holy basil tea to help the adrenals reset their dimmer switch. With patience, by the 3rd month, Maya's mailbox walks lengthened into neighborhood loops, and sunsets found her humming while watering roses. If you too feel like your internal lamp can't decide whether to shine or fade, weaving calming breaths, steady daylight, and adaptogens into daily habits signals weary adrenals to rest and then radiate again. Our final story belongs to Ellen, 70, an avid crossword fan whose sharp wit began slipping alongside late afternoon crashes that left her reaching for sugary snacks. Her blood work looked fine, yet insulin, the hormone ushering glucose into cells, was subtly resisting its chores. When insulin and estrogen both wane, blood sugar swings mimic roller coasters, and energy tracks right along with them. Think of insulin as a postal carrier. When streets flood with refined carbs and lack fiber, the mail piles up and deliveries stall, starving neighborhoods of fuel. Ellen shifted breakfast from sweetened cereal to protein-rich Greek yogurt topped with berries and chia. Lunch became a vibrant plate of leafy greens, grilled salmon, and quinoa, blessing her cells with steady fuel instead of sugar surges. She paired meals with a 10-minute post-eating stroll, a simple motion that acts like a friendly crossing guard guiding glucose into muscle. Soon Ellen breezed through crosswords again, her energy smooth from sunrise to twilight. If you feel lively 1 hour and listless the next, balancing protein, fiber, and gentle movement around meals can restore insulin's delivery route and keep your mind sparkling. Pause with me here. If any of these stories echo your own journey, let me know below. Your voice helps others realize they're not walking this path alone, and I read every note with gratitude. Now, as we close, breathe in hope. Your body is not a machine rusting with time. It is a living symphony capable of retuning itself when given the right cues. Fatigue is a messenger, not a verdict. By nourishing estrogen with plant allies, comforting your thyroid's gentle flutter, coaxing adrenal lamps to glow again, and guiding insulin's deliveries, you invite vigor back into your days. I believe in the resilience woven into every one of your cells, and I'm honored to stand beside you as you reclaim steady, joyful energy. If today's guidance lit even a small spark, subscribe so we can keep learning together, and share this video with a sister or friend who could use a gentle nudge toward renewed vitality. Until next time, remember, you are wonderfully made and vibrant tomorrows await.